Morning. I'm super excited to be here with you in some form or another. We're going to go ahead and just get started. I am Ziya, and I'm going to be walking you through some life tools. If you can, please just go ahead and stand up. If you have a mat, that's great. If you're in a chair, you can follow along as well. We're just going to get started by kind of bringing our attention into our body, waking it up a little bit. So go ahead and stand up. We're just going to begin stomping our feet. Get the knees really high and stomp your feet. Feel your feet pressing into the ground. Notice what parts of your feet are touching the ground. Stomp. Do your toes touch or just the heels and the balls of your feet? See if you can get the knees a little bit higher. Stomp your feet. Slow it down. Feel your whole foot touching the floor each time. And slower. And slower. Now maybe the toes stay on the ground, but the rest of the foot lifts up. Good. And find stillness. Let your whole foot push down into the ground. Feel the surface beneath you. Is it a yoga mat or carpet or a different type of flooring? And then lift your toes. See if you can balance without them. And then squish your toes down into the ground. When you do that, you might feel your muscles get strong in your feet, your toes, in your legs. Let that continue up your legs. Squeeze your belly. Bring your hands down by your sides, palms facing forward, shoulders slide down your back. Look down just a little bit to a spot on the floor in front of you. This is mountain pose. It's the foundation for all of our poses. Feel the strength and stability in your own body. Notice what muscles are working. Even your fingertips are strong. The muscles are active. And then find your breath. Notice if you're breathing in through your mouth or your nose. Are the breaths short and shallow? Or are they full and deep? Just notice it first. No need to try and change it. Where's the breath moving to in your body? Does it come in, sit behind your face? Does it move into your throat or your chest? Or all the way into your belly? We're going to do a breathing exercise together now to begin to shift the breath. It's really cool to notice that we have control over our breathing. And when we notice that we have control over our breathing, we remember that we have control over our bodies and our lives. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Fill your whole belly with breath. Breathe out through the mouth with an HA sound. Breathe in through your nose and out through the mouth. One more time. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Notice if your shoulders kind of wanted to get in on that. Maybe as you breathe in, your shoulders come up by your ears. And as you breathe out, let them go all the way. Again, breathe in, shoulders shrug up by your ears. Make them really, really tight. Breathe out, let it all go. Again, breathe in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe out. Good, shake those fingers. Shake those arms. Shake your shoulders and your belly and your hips. Shake your legs and your feet. Shake your legs and your feet. Maybe you hop a couple times. And your head. Shake your head. Maybe even your tongue. Get some of those sillies out and be ready for movement. Be ready to pay attention to your body. Good. Now, just a reminder that anything that we do is just a suggestion. Please listen to your body and move the way your body's asking you to. Please be sure that you feel safe and comfortable in your yoga practice. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay? Now, step onto your mat. I'm going to be facing this way so that you can see my body move. Okay? Find your feet once again, toes facing forward. Feel your feet squish down into your surface, whatever you're standing on. Feel all the leg muscles work. Feel the belly squeeze, holding it in nice and firm to help with your posture so that you stand up nice and tall. And then bring the hands down by the sides once again. Palms facing forward. As you breathe in, reach your arms up overhead. As you breathe out, fold forward. Top of your head reaches towards the ground. Maybe bend into the knees so that your ribs can rest on your thighs. Breathe in, come up halfway. Maybe your fingertips are on the ground or on your shins. Breathe out, fold forward. Bend your knees a lot. Breathe in, sweep your arms all the way up. Grab up all that goodness, all that love, all that joy. Breathe out, bring the arms down by your sides. Good. Pairing breath with movement is super important and really good for your body. So pay attention to how you're breathing while you're moving. Breathe in, arms sweep up. Breathe out, fold forward. Maybe the knees bend. Breathe in, halfway up. Maybe the fingers are on the ground or on your legs. Breathe out, fold forward. Bend your knees a lot. Breathe in, sweep your arms all the way up. Breathe out, bring them down by your sides. One more. Breathe in, arms sweep up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in halfway. Breathe out, fold. Bend your knees a lot. Breathe in, sweep your arms all the way up. Look up, reach up. Breathe out, bring them down by your sides. Nice. Keep that nice structure. Make sure your feet are still pushing into the ground. Your toes are gripping. Feel your belly squeeze tight and bring your arms out to your sides. Then look over to one side. Let your arms move with you. Look back over your back fingers. Just a little standing twist. Breathe. Feel the breath move into your belly here. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, untwist. And then take it the other way. Looking over the other shoulder now. Look back towards your fingertips. Toes are still facing forward. Reach as if you're trying to touch the walls on either side of you. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, untwist. This time we'll let the arms be a little more soft and bend into the knees a little bit. And we're going to just take it side to side. Just a little more twisting. You can let the arms hang or bend at the elbows. Maybe they walk around. Two more. When you're ready, come back through center. Let your hands slow down and eventually stop. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears and roll them back and down. Breathe in, the shoulders roll up. Breathe out, they move back and down. One more, breathe in, they roll up. Breathe out, they roll back and down. Now let the shoulders stay down, pulling away from the ears. And bring your hands behind your back. Maybe you'd like to place them on your lower back, like you're about to slide them into your back pockets. Or maybe you'd like to hold on to your own hands. Feel your shoulders squeeze towards each other. Breathe in, get really tall. And as you breathe out, let your hands slide down towards the floor just a little bit. Breathe in, grow really tall. Breathe out, let the hands slide down a little bit more. Maybe you look up to a point on your ceiling. Nice deep breaths into the chest. Feel your heart shining forward. I am love. I am safe to love. And I love myself. When you're ready, release the hands and shake that out. Next, the arms are going to make an X in front of the body so that the elbows are stacked. Okay? And then we're going to bend in the elbows, and maybe the hands come together. Maybe it looks more like this, or maybe you'd like to take one hand and pull it across the body. We're looking for an opening feeling in the back, in the shoulder area, okay? Pull the arms up so the fingertips go towards the ceiling. And then push the arms away from your face. Slide your shoulders down your back. Notice where you feel this in the body. What does it feel like? Take a couple of breaths here. We carry a lot of stuff in our muscles. It's so important to move our bodies and to find different ways to stretch. And release, shake that out. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you want the elbows to stack, the other arm goes on top this time. Bend into the elbows. Maybe your hands are like this. Maybe they're like this. Or maybe they start to come towards one another. Maybe they even touch. Push the elbows up, and then push the arms away from your face. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Make sure your belly's still helping hold you up. The muscles are tight and active. Nice deep breaths. Maybe it feels like the breath is moving between your shoulder blades now. You feel the body starting to warm up. When you feel like this side is about even with the other side, go ahead and shake it out. The arms sway or fling. Nice. Hands on your hips. Step one foot back. Doesn't matter which one. Step one foot back. Hips are still facing forward, and bend into your front knee so that the back foot can rest down onto the mat. Feel your belly squeeze, engage so that your muscles are nice and strong and supportive. And then the arms reach up towards the ceiling, shoulders slide down your back. Feel your strength, your stability. I am strong. I am stable. I get to decide what I do with my body and how I feel. As you breathe out, bring the hands down onto your hips. Come up onto your toes. For a moment, see if you can bend into the front knee a bit more and then come back up. Bend into the front knee and come back up. One more. Bend and come up. Step your back foot forward and shake it out. Other side. Step the other foot back, whichever one you haven't done yet. See if you can find that place of balance. Bend into your front knee so that the back foot comes down onto the mat. Hips are still facing forward. Engage your belly. Arms come up overhead, shoulders slide down the back. Feeling strong and empowered. I am strong. I am empowered. I make good decisions. Hands come onto the hips. Come up onto your back toes and bend deeper into the front knee. Come up and bend. Come up and bend. And then step the back foot forward and shake it out. Good. We're going to do a little bit of a balance pose here. Find your feet. Come up onto one set of toes. And begin to reach that hand down for your foot as your foot reaches for your hand. Okay? So if you're by a wall or something you would like to hold on to, you can use that to help support you. We're just lifting one leg up and holding onto the foot. Maybe you're here. Find your place of balance. See if you can hug your belly button towards your spine. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out of it, let go of the foot gently, and place it back down on the ground. Roll the ankle. And the other side. Now we're going on to whichever side you did not do yet, okay? Again, if you'd like to hold on to something, you're more than welcome. Reach one hand down for your foot. Reach your foot for your hand. Squeeze your belly button, let it hug towards your spine. I am balanced. I am focused. I allow myself to finish one thought before I start another. When you're ready, slowly release. And let's roll the ankles again. Very nice. Okay, come facing the top of your mat if you're not already. Let's do a full sun salutation to bring us down. Breathe in, the arms sweep up. Listen to your body, move your way. These are just suggestions. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway up. Breathe out, fold. Plant your hands, step your feet back. Lower your knees onto the mat. Bend your elbows towards your ribs and come all the way down. Untuck your toes. And as you breathe in, press your hands into the mat and begin to lift your chest. Listen to your body. Engage your legs. Make the muscles in your legs really strong. And rise up. Breathe out. Come back down. Tuck your toes. Come back onto your knees. And then send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Okay? This is our only one today, so we're going to make it a good one. Press your hands into the mat. Press your feet into the mat. Maybe the heels don't touch, but they can reach towards it. Maybe you bend into your knees and engage your belly button towards your spine to find length in your back. Shoulder blades slide down your back. Being upside down is so good for us. We need this to change our perspective, to help bring blood flow to our heart and our brain. It's so delicious. And it's a good place to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? I feel tired. Man, why are we still in down dog? I feel excited. I'm ready for learning. I am. What is your I am? What do you like to say to help yourself stay motivated and positive? I am creative. I am in love with myself. I feel good. I feel proud of myself. When you're ready, lower your knees back onto the mat. Untuck your toes and send yourself back into a child's pose so your belly can rest on the top of your thighs. Maybe your arms reach out in front of you, or maybe you'd like to bend at the elbows and stack your fists to make a little pillow for your forehead. I'd like you to please find a place where you can put some pressure on the center of your forehead. Maybe it's with your thumbs, or maybe you can bring yourself all the way down onto the mat. Listen to your body and move your way. This is your reset button. When the day seems a little too much, or you have a lot going on, or your thoughts are all over the place, take a moment to be here now. You can press your fingers or your thumb into the center of your eyebrows and remind yourself, I am calm. I can allow myself to feel peaceful. I am present and I feel focused. I am safe. I am okay. This is like a little magic button I like to push. Sometimes I just go, be here now. Be here now, to allow myself to stay focused on what I'm doing right now. Be here now. Press your hands into the ground. Come up into tabletop. And then sweep your legs out from underneath you. We'll be coming onto the seat, onto your sit bones. And bring your legs out in front of you. Maybe the inside of your ankles touch. Rock back and forth, feel your sit bones on the ground. And then find length through the back of your body. So you might notice that the knees want to be up or out to the sides. That's okay. Just roll them in, and if they are bent, that's okay. Okay? Or you can straighten the legs, and you might notice the back starts to round. See if you can find that place where the back is nice and long, head reaching up towards the ceiling, okay? Even if that means the legs are bent. See if you can keep the toes facing up towards the ceiling. And then find a place for your hands. Maybe you'd like them to be kickstands behind your body. Maybe you'd like to use them on the sides of your legs to pull your heart towards your toes. Listen to your body and move your way. And then notice where you feel it. Are you feeling that in the back of your legs or in the hips? Do you feel it down in the lower parts of your legs? It's really important to listen to the messages our body sends us. When we feel a stretch, our body is telling us that the muscles are very tight and that maybe we need to do a little bit more stretching. When we feel pain, our body's telling us to pay attention to something. It's very important to notice what the body is trying to say and help it feel better. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Feel the breath move in through your nose, all the way down your throat, into your chest, and all the way into the belly. And then as you breathe out, feel your belly push the air out, back up into the chest, through the throat, and out your nose once again. Let's do it together. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the nose. One more. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the nose. Next time you breathe in, rise back up. And bring the bottoms of the feet together. Some people call this butterfly, where the bottoms of the feet are touching and the knees come down towards the earth or the floor. Notice where your hands want to be. Is it better if they stay behind you to help find length through the back? Or would you like to begin to bring your heart towards your feet? Maybe you hold on to your ankles and bend your elbows and begin to work your way towards the earth, towards the floor. Maybe the knees are up here. That's okay too. If you'd like to even hold them to help them feel more supported, please feel free to do that. Take a moment for a little bit of self-care and appreciation. Maybe you'd like to rub your feet or your ankles or your legs. Say, thank you, feet. Our feet hold us up and do so many good things for us all day long. And sometimes we forget to tell them thank you for all of the work that they do for us. I love your feet. I love you, ankles. I love you, legs and hands. Take your hands and rub them together if they're not being used to support you and hold you up. And then place them back on the place that you were massaging or rubbing. Maybe it's your feet, your ankles, or your legs. And feel the warmth that you've created. Thank you for all of the work you do for me, body. I love your arms. I love your belly. I love your shoulders and back. I love your neck. I love your face. When you're ready, bring the hands to the outside of the knees, hug the knees together, wrap your arms around your legs, and give yourself a big, warm, juicy hug. Maybe you even bring your face down towards your knees and give yourself a hug. I love myself, and I am worthy of this love. Good. When you're ready, place the hands behind, in the crease of your legs, behind your knees, or under your knees. And we're going to begin rocking and rolling forward and back. I'll show you first, and then we can do it together. If you would like to skip this, you're welcome to. You can come all the way down onto your back and wait for instructions. Otherwise, we're going to begin to rock and roll. So round your back and begin to lower yourself down onto the floor. The feet come up over your head. The legs move kind of like you're swinging on a swing. Go ahead and try it if you'd like to. We're going to do this a few times. Rolling forward and back. Massage out your whole spine, your whole back. This is so good for sensory input. Couple more. And on your last one, let your back come all the way down onto the mat. Let your feet come onto the mat, and your hands can rest by your sides. Feel your feet on the mat. Maybe you tap your toes. Feel your hands on the floor. Maybe you tap your hands. And then find stillness. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. And bring your knees over to one side, like windshield wipers on a car. They swish back and forth. Breathe in, they come up. Breathe out, they go to the side. Breathe in, they come up. Breathe out, they go to the side. Again, breathe in, they come up. Breathe out, they go to the side. Couple more, move at your own pace, follow your breath. Next time that you come up through center, allow your knees to stay there. Walk your feet back together and bring one leg up so that your foot is reaching towards your ceiling. Turn the toes out to one side. That might be a little hard to see, but I'm just turning my toes to the side wall. And then bring your ankle down onto the top of your other thigh. So you make a triangle shape with your legs. Maybe you'd like to stay here. Or maybe you'd like a little bit more. You can begin to lift the foot off of the floor and maybe use the hands to help hold the legs up, whichever way feels most comfortable. I like to put my hand behind my leg, hold onto it, and then bring the legs closer to the belly, to my belly. Maybe you'd like to stay still, or maybe you'd like to rock side to side. You can feel the back of your pelvis, the back of your hips against the earth, against the ground. Release your hands, put the foot back on the ground, bring the other foot up towards the ceiling again, and then place it back down. Other side. Whichever side you haven't done yet, that's the one we're gonna do now. Lift your foot up. Let the foot reach towards your ceiling. Turn your toes out to the side. And then bring your ankle down onto the top of the other leg. Maybe you'd like to stay right here. Or maybe you would like to begin to lift the foot off of the ground. I'm going to take my hands and hold on underneath my leg here and bring the legs in closer. Maybe your toes of this foot are pointing towards your knee to keep your knee and ankle safe. You might notice that the two sides of your body feel really different. Maybe this side is harder than the first side, or maybe it's easier. Maybe you want to rock from side to side or stay still. It's your choice. It's your body. It's your yoga. Couple of breaths. Notice your breath. Always coming back to your breath. When you're ready, release your hand. Bring the foot down onto the ground. And then take your other foot and reach it up towards the ceiling. And release. Find your way now into a comfortable position. Maybe you'd like to stay laying down and let your feet flop out to the sides. Maybe you'd like to roll onto your side or your belly. Maybe you'd prefer to sit in a chair. Find a place where you can be completely comfortable. Let your hands feel soft. Let your feet feel soft. Take a moment to check in. Do you feel any different now than you did before you started yoga today? Are you having more thoughts or less thoughts? Does your body feel more energized or more relaxed? Just notice. And then allow every muscle to soften. Allow stillness in the body and quiet in the voice. Notice your feet and your toes. Let them flop out to the sides. Notice your legs, the muscles between or behind your kneecaps. And see if you can soften those. Feeling your body get more heavy against its surface. Maybe it's the floor or your chair, whatever surface you're on. Let your body be more heavy. Feel your back muscles release and the shoulders relax down the back. Allow your arms and hands to feel soft and peaceful. Check in with the neck. Are there any little muscles that you can release to allow yourself to feel more comfortable? Now bring your attention to your face. Notice if you're scrunching your forehead and see if you can release the muscles. Unfurrow your eyebrows. Allow your eyes to rest heavy in their sockets. Maybe you even allow your eyes to close. Notice your jaw. See if you can move it around from side to side. And then let it release. Keep your teeth parted. And let your tongue rest peacefully. Bring your attention back to your breath. No need to change it. Notice the natural breath. Every time you breathe in, know that you are breathing in. And every time that you breathe out, realize that you are breathing out. What a wonderful gift. Follow the breath into your body. Notice where it travels to. And listen to these affirmations and repeat them back to yourself. Maybe you say them silently, or maybe you say them out loud. I allow myself to feel peaceful. I get to decide how I feel. I am safe. I am worthy of love. I am a good friend. I feel confident. I am a good listener. I love myself. I allow myself to feel happy. I have gifts to share with the world that only I can offer. Invite in just a moment of silence, a moment that is just for you. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Rotate your wrists and your ankles. Maybe you move your legs from side to side, or take a full body stretch, reaching your arms in one direction and your feet in the other. And then find your way onto your side, maybe hugging the knees into the chest and rocking back and forth for a moment. And then eventually making your way all the way up to a seat. Sit any way that you're most comfortable. We're going to do a closing breath, 3 breaths all together. Breathe in, I love myself. Breathe out, love to all. Breathe in, I am kind to myself. Breathe out, kindness to all. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I hope that you found little nuggets, little life tools that you can take with you into your everyday lives.